What's up to all the music producers out there? Thanks for tuning in to PHENOMSOUND, and in this video we are going to take a look at how to make sort of a virtual ride vibe, super melodic future bass drop. Okay, let's get to it. Let's take a listen to the drop that I've done and I will show you how I made it in details. You can find this exact future bass project on my Patreon page, as well as some samples and serum presets from it. So don't miss out. There it is, it's very cheerful and happy. And here's my start point in future bass. First of all, I pick some simple saw wave future bass lead. I've made this one in serum and pick some nice chord progression. In this case, I've started from a chord that is called a C6. It sounds like this. But to make it more bright and cheerful, I've decided to invert this C note, the root note, and move it one octave up. So here's the difference. Nice, here I have the same synth but with different LFO speed. And the next chord is called E minor 7th. So basically if we remove this D note, it will turn into E minor. But this one note adds a whole different mood to the chord. It gets happy and bright, and that's what we are looking for. And the next one is the same type of chord, but it's D minor 7th. It's D minor and D minor 7th. And the final one is the same chord, but with another E on the 6th octave. So together it sounds like this. Right, here's the whole progression. In case if you want to know where I found out all this information and all these chords, nowhere. I came up to this by trials and errors. That's my favorite method of education. The next layer is going to be another simple saw wave synth. This time it's a preset from Vandalism preset pack. It's called Lead Increase. Sounds like this. I've added some gross beat to it to automate it, to have a full control on the automation and all stuff like this. And copy pasted the same chord progression to make it sound like this. Really simple, but together it sounds really massive. Nice. The next thing is going to be the bass, of course. Here I have sort of a Reese bass. It's a very detuned one. Also with different LFO speed. And another bass. Nice, and guess what we are lacking? And of course it's the sub bass. The bass melody is really simple. It's based on the root chords over here. And the next thing is going to be the drums. I have a simple set of drums, mainly from cymatics. Kick, snare, another clap layered on top of it. Right, virtual right, hat. And together it sounds like this. All these puppies are routed to my bass channel, which has some simple post-processing on it, and of course the volume automation to add the sidechain. Okay, the hardest part is done. We need some nice catchy melody, which I've made using layering of these 3 synths. This one, this one, and this one. And together it sounds like this. Okay, let's take a listen to what we've got here. As you can see, I've added a panning automation for this chiptune melody. Also, there is the automation of the EQ on all of the basses and chords. And here as well, but in the opposite direction. Okay, and the final sauce is going to be a nice vocal samples, something like this. I've resampled the vocals because I've used autotune and a lot of different stuff on it, and the project gets really messy and laggy, so I better resample it all the time. Okay, there's nothing special on it. And here I have a couple of more buttons to add the variation to the drop to make it more interesting. I've added another lead to it. Made an arpeggiator from these chiptune plugs. And added a couple of basses in Serum. And this synth, I love it so much. It reminds me a talkbox synth with legato. If you like it, I can show you how I made it. I've used a standard retro speaking wavetable as the base of the sound. I've added this type of automation, flanger minus filter with a bit of automation on it, a noise, it really has a minor affection to it. On the fixer step I have a HN12 filter, EQ and a compressor. So there's nothing fancy at all, but the result is wonderful. So there's basically it. We have a really cool, melodic and simple future-based drop. As you can see, there is nothing complex at all. If you follow these simple steps that I've showed you, add some nice melodic synth, then add a bass layer to it, add drums, and the final touch, some vocal chops. Maybe some post-processing like fixes, impacts, a bit more work with the cymbals, hi-hats, percussions and all stuff like this, but I'm sure you can handle it. Hope you found this tutorial really interesting and entertaining for yourself. I really enjoy making melodic stuff. Let me know if you do as well, and if you want to see more melodic tutorials, feel free to share your opinion with me in the comment section. If you think that my content deserves more attention, please do subscribe. Share my videos with your friends. This would really mean so much to me. Also, you can check my Patreon page. The link to it is in the comment section of this video. I share a lot of my personal stuff like samples, serum presets, FL Studio projects, videos, my music, and hopefully much more in the future. So I would be really happy to see you there. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit subscribe button. Wish you to have a nice day and tons of inspiration. See you in my next video. Bye!